So one thing you might not know about me is pre-2018, I struggled a lot with periods of depression, loneliness, and that would lead me to having suicidal ideation in Bali at the end of 2018. Now, when I came back from Bali, I was part of this LinkedIn coaching group. And every week they would have this mindset call that was designed to help you get over the stumbling blocks of producing content, imposter syndrome, and things like that. And I never used to go. I was like, no, my mindset's fine, blah, 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 blah. Again, really self-isolating there. Pre-pandemic. So that was good. And when I got back from Bali, I said, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I'm tired of this experience. So I started just showing up for stuff. I started just having conversations. And I remember attending one of these mindset calls, and there was a lady in this, and this is her story to tell, so I won't go into the specifics, but suffice to say she'd had a recent experience that involved grief, shame, and gratitude. And as she shared this story, I was taken aback by her openness and vulnerability. I was completely taken aback. And what surprised me even more so is the level of compassion that everybody had. There wasn't any awkwardness. There wasn't any uncomfortable feeling. There was just compassion and empathy, no judgment, no trying to fix her situation. It was just, thank you for sharing. And I was like, that's not supposed to be happening. That doesn't fit with the narrative that I had when you shared stuff like that. We're not supposed to share vulnerability, right? That's what I was taught. And so her sharing her story then gave me the courage to share mine a few weeks later. It was the first time I'd ever done so. First time I'd ever done so at all. And I was met with the same level of non-judgment, compassion, and empathy. And I was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to work. This is what it's supposed to feel like. And it was just like these boulders that I'd carried around for such a long time just evaporated. It's like I could just put that down. I don't need to carry that with me. And as it's time to talk day, I thought I would share that story because when we share our stories, two things happen. There's the personal benefit, right? That's something we'll hear a lot about today, is when we share our story, that personal benefit of how it changes the power dynamic of not being afraid of that story. And once we share it, like, we start to own it rather than it owning us. But there is an added benefit. When you are able to share your story, there is a huge chance that you will inspire someone else to share theirs, someone else that's been bottling it up for far too long. So, and that's ultimately kind of where the mental health conversation is right now. It's, as we share our stories, we can inspire other people to share theirs. And one person will share it to two will become four, 8. And we've got this exponential growth of dealing with so many of these challenges just by opening up to conversation and curiosity. So remember, as you're worried or concerned about sharing your story, is the potential power that it will have for you and everyone around you. So share your story. Today's a good day to do it.